Hey, what's going on guys? Chris here with a Battlefield Hardline weapon guide, and today I'll be going over the SCAR-H battle rifle. Only the law enforcement faction can use this gun unless you've got the weapon license. It can be used by the enforcer class and it costs $26,400. It's one of the heavier hitting weapons that can destroy your enemies over most distances. So first I'll go over all the base stats of the gun without any attachments. The SCAR-H has a maximum damage of 43, which starts to drop off at about 20 meters. And its minimum damage is 24, and this is dealt at 50 meters or over. So just like the other battle rifles, it's a very powerful weapon. It should take about 3 bullets to kill within 35 meters, 4 bullets up to 48 meters, and 5 bullets beyond this. The weapon fires at 625 RPM, and its muzzle velocity is 410 meters per second. So this is actually on the slower side, and it's actually the lowest of all the battle rifles, meaning it might be a little bit tricky to trace your shots over an enemy if they're running at a distance, and you might need to aim slightly ahead of them if they're further away. As far as recoil goes, the SCAR-H has an upwards recoil pattern of 1.1, with a left movement of 0.2 and a right movement of 0.3. So this means that the gun is going to kick mainly upwards. The vertical recoil of the SCAR-H is the most dominant, so expect your shots to bounce up quite a lot. Its first shot multiplier is 1.1, so each time you start shooting, the gun will kick 1.1 times more for its first shot. The SCAR-H's magazine has 21 bullets in it, and has an overall ammo capacity of 105 bullets. The reload time in empty mags is about 2.4 seconds, and if you've still got bullets left in the clip, it'll be slightly shorter at 1.9 seconds. So that's most of the main stats out of the way. So as far as attachments go, because the gun mainly kicks upwards, and it jumps up quite a lot, a compensator is probably your best bet, dropping the vertical recoil down by 40% from 1.1 to 0.66, making it much more easy to use and keep on target. It'll actually decrease the upwards recoil down to a similar amount as the AKM assault rifle. The muzzle brake will also lower the vertical recoil, but only by 18%, so it won't have a huge effect on that kick. It will lower the sideways recoil by 50%, but honestly it won't make a ton of difference as your main problem is the SCAR-H's bouncing. So I'd pick the compensator over the muzzle brake in this case. As for the underbarrel attachment, I'd go for the angle grip. Because the gun has a lot of recoil and fires at a slow rate, you'll probably find yourself tap firing or burst firing a lot more, especially at medium to long ranges, just to tame that crazy recoil. The angle grip is going to be your best friend in these scenarios, and it'll drop the first shot multiplier down by 33%, making your first few bullets more likely to make contact. And because the SCAR-H is such a high damage model, you'll probably only need a few bullets to drop your target anyway. The stubby and vertical grips probably won't really be that beneficial due to the lower amounts of bullets you'll be firing, as you probably won't be firing too much in full auto for too long unless your enemy is up close. The SCAR-H actually allows you to equip a stock as an accessory, so it might help you out. And this might be a handy attachment to equip to increase your weapon stability when firing fully automatic in close-up firefights, reducing your recoil a little bit and making your weapon more stable. So just to summarise, the SCAR-H is a slow firing battle rifle that you can use with the enforcer class. It can only be used by the police to begin with until you get the weapon license. It's a pretty good choice for most ranges. The recoil pattern kicks like mad when you first get your hands on the weapon, but just like all battle rifles, it gets a lot more user friendly over time with the more attachments you unlock for it. The gun fires very slowly but can kill with just 3 bullets at close range and 5 at long range. So if you can stay on target, providing your bullets hit the other player, they'll die very quickly. The SCAR-H has some serious short, medium and long range killing potential. It's hard to control, but once you start to unlock some better attachments for it and learn how to handle its recoil pattern by tap and burst firing, you'll definitely be glad you persevered through the grind. Anyway, that's basically the SCAR-H as a whole, so I hope you enjoyed this weapon guide. Please be sure to give this video a like, and that would be greatly appreciated. Make sure you check out all my other weapon guides on Battlefield Hardline and everything else. Subscribe to see loads of other stuff on my channel, and I'll see you in the next one.